Welcome back, new viewers and gamers. It's time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and today you might be wondering why I'm on Opelucid City. If you saw the end of the last episode, we're going over to Challenger's Cave to do some extra training. But before we do that, why don't we have ourselves a team recap since we have a few new team members since the last episode. We have Emboar, the Lord of Fire, or Valsev, the Lord of Fire, the Emboar, level 82, holding a Charcoal with the moves Flame Charge, Burnt Breaker, Heat Crash, and Rock Slide. We have Velvet Crow, the Lord of Calamity, the Escadrille, level 84 with the Shellbow, with the moves Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and a Rock Slide. We have Arietta the Wild, the Hydreigon, level 81 with a Lucky, because I want to get her trained up just a bit more. With the moves Dragon Pulse, Crunch, since I can't get Dark Pulse in this game for whatever reason outside of breeding, Workup, and Flamethrower. We have Picanerd, the Gyarados, the Lady, with the leftovers on, with the moves Surf, Ice Fang, Waterfall, and Dragon Dance. I'm gonna have Surf for a reason, and you'll see why in a bit. We have Zavid, the Seraphim of Wind, the Tornadus, level 82, with an extra bubble, with the moves Break, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Air Slash. And finally, Chloe Valens of Horizon Wireless, level 79, with a Miracle Seed, with the moves Swords Dance, X Scissors, Leaf Blade, and Sacred Sword. So with that being said, I'm going to go into the Pokemon Center for a sec, because we need a Pokemon to flash for this, and I'll put Zavid in the PC for now. We only really need 5 team members for this anyways. I think it'll be fine. So, without further ado, yes, let us begin. Let's just get my Stunfisk over here, because I taught it flash off screen, so we could use it for this. Alright, let's do it. Let's go on over to Challenger's Cave. Actually, before we do that, let me do one more thing. I want to just go get some repels. After we get our encounter in here... Actually, wait, wrong one. I don't remember being able to get Dusk Balls in this mart, actually. Okay, let's just buy some max repels. Probably should have done this off screen, but whatever. And, like, I'm gonna need more for later on in the game as well, and you'll see what I mean later. But, with that being said, let's keep it going now. Let's truly begin this time. I get on the bike. And one last thing, even though I keep stalling it. I just want to put Arietta in the front, that's all. Alright, now let's begin. And we gotta get through all these annoying encounters. And look at this beautiful little lady. The Hydreigon. She's so cool. Anyways. I'm going to get out of my face. So for those of you who might remember, the Challenger's Cave is a bit of a post-game area. So fight some extra trainers in, which I think is pretty cool. Come on, let me move. I'm here, get out of my face, you're annoying. I stand to say that the encounter rate is still way too high in this game. Come on, man! Ugh, I might just put on the repel now. Probably should have, honestly. What I do like about the double battle grass is some of the Pokemon are higher leveled in this grass, which is pretty cool. Makes your grinding easier instead of just waiting for Autonos all the time. From my experience while doing a bunch of off-screen grinding. Alright, let's see what this guy's to say. Ugh, you're quite the trainer, aren't you? Enter the cave and strengthen both yourself and your Pokemon. Yes, we shall do that. Alright, that being said, the reason I brought the Stunfisk with Flash. And it was holding a soft stand this whole time, but I don't think I'm going to need it for the rest of this playthrough, so eh. Alright, with that being said, alright, there's this random guy sitting over here. Let's have Gyarados in the front and see what our encounter will be for this cave. Before we put on any repels. I have to sit like this guy, I don't want him to battle me. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? A licky tongue. Okay. Alright, I am 30 levels higher than you, so... You're intimidated just in case you have any physical attacks. Why don't we go into the bag? And quick ball. A 1, a 2, 3, and you're mine. There we go. Fun fact, with pre-Generation 7, Looky was the only normal type to get Explosion. So it got, like, outside of things like Metronome or Copycat, of course, but yeah. Alright, look at Tongue, the looking Pokemon, a normal type. When it extends its over 6-foot long tongue, its tail quivers. There is a possibility they are connected. That just sounds wrong, and I don't want to know how they're connected, thank you. Alright, female viewer that the show be named after. Let's see here, let me just look at my little viewers list over here. If I can't find a decent female viewer named this after, then we'll just do a female Tales of character instead. Let's do Lou_C8. Or just Lucy8. I think that's a good one. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright, upper. Alright, we'll just do a dash since I don't think this thing has an underscore, but what does it matter? Alright, Lucy, look at Tongue. Welcome to the team. And now with that being said, our encounter's out of the way, let's get Arietta back on the front, and I'm gonna put on a Repel. There's also certain surfing areas we can go through here as well, which will be pretty neat. Where is my max repel? There it is. Alright, let's go through the cave. What does this guy have to say? My journey has taught me that everybody loves Pokemon. I'm sure you love them too. Not everybody, mate. Oh, we're battling? Okay. Alright, Toru. Sends out a gold bit. Alright, fight a lot of these while we're grinding. This should be no challenge at all. Alright, Dragon Pulse. Oh, forgot to turn back on the animations, oops. Sometimes I forget to do that, but we can do that real fast. Although we lost, our journey will still continue. Alright, let me turn back on the animations. Sometimes I forget to do that. I always have them off just to make grinding a little bit faster. Alright, we got an Ace Trainer. If there was a steep cave in the east, I go there and train my Pokemon. And if there are a strong trainer in the west, I'll go there and challenge that trainer. Alright, just challenging things to make yourself stronger. I understand the mentality. Alright, he's got 4 Pocket Monsters stand out of the tiny. Alright, D-Pulse. I like this little animation that just later Dragon Pulse animations don't exactly capture. Alright, Wudo. Alright, you might have Sturdy, so let's switch into Verizon Wireless over here, the Chloe. Rocker Fighting Type may be coming here. A Hammer Arm. Had a feeling. Ow. Alright, Sturdy, what else are you gonna do? Another Hammer Arm, just gonna crit, that'd be nice. Alright, goodbye. That's what you get for critting me. That's Scyther, that's not the best in the matchup. Luckily, I can switch into Velvet for this one. Air Slash not doing anything to me. And Rock Slide. And finally, main net trick. The electric main net trick. Too bad that a Grancer move screws it over pretty easily. Unnecessary crit is unnecessary, but I ain't complaining once again. My Pokemon clearly lack proper training. Alright, let's get Chloe over here healed. Because that crit was just unnecessary now, wasn't it? Let's see, where is a Hyper Potion when you need it? Should be one around here. Here we go, and I got 8 of them. Alright, now let's continue through the cave. Too bad it's not the Cave of Origins. And Aether. Alright, nothing hidden over here. I don't need the Dust Cloud. I want to battle you. There we go. Oh, are you the legendary Pokemon that is said to live here? What legendary Pokemon? There isn't a legendary Pokemon here. Not that I've ever known. Alright, his trainer Beverly wants to battle, sends out a Furret. It's a Furret. Alright, let's do a little setup. Amnesia, oh that just sucks. Well, thankfully, I also have a physical attack that I can use on +1 in, so why don't we utilize that? I guess this is one of the perks of having a mixed attacker, though I'm not the biggest fan of mixed attackers myself. I'd rather just lean into one stat or the other, you know? Always better go into a stat that the Pokemon excels in. Instead of both, because then you don't hit nearly as hard on whichever side you need it to hit hard for. But that's just me. But then again, you also saw the benefit of having a mixed attacker, so there's that, I guess. And Grumpig. Grumpig's another older Pokemon that should get some sort of buff. Whether higher stats and evolution, maybe new abilities, something like that. Different moves, all that. Alright, Arietta should be level 82 now. You startled me. You are a person. What made you think I was a legendary Pokemon? Whatever. I am legendary after all, I'll say that. We got a bridge over here. Now let's go down here. Alright, that's a ledge that we can't cross just yet. Water time. Alright, rippling water, don't need it. Alright, it's probably hidden out in there, but nah, I'm too lazy to check. Alright, we have a Veterane. These Pokemon were born on the same day and raised together. I bet they were. Is that gonna help you win, though? I'm afraid not. Alright, Veteran Sean. Oh boy, he's got a whole team over here. Alright, he's probably gonna have Outrage, that's my guess. I was only level 62, which is pretty neat. Intimidate, I don't think that matters too much. The problem is I know you're gonna have Outrage, so... why don't we switch in our own Gyarados for this? And we can set up Dragon Dances depending on how much this does. Stone, I got convicted. Don't crit me. Thank you. Alright then. Scammer red in my mind. The problem is, I don't want to... you know what? Yeah, switch to Chloe. Why not? You can take that. Then we can Swords Dance if everything goes okay. Then I think we can sweep from there depending on what he has. Or what else he's got. Yeah, now you miss. Alright, you're at -1, which is really good for me. Allows us to set up a bit easier. Blizzard? Yeah, that shouldn't do much. Blizzard on Gyarados is so bad. Freeze me, good. Alright, Leaf Blade should kill. Alright, a Crobat, of course. One thing that I can't exactly handle. Alright, let's go into Velvet for this one. Flying type move incoming. Air Slash, good for me. I think we can Swords Dance here. I kind of like how this Pokemon are level 62 to compensate for the fact that he has 6 Pokemon. Alright, from here, I think we could just do a clean sweep. Of course you miss, Velvet. Come on, you're making me sad. Alright, next up, Gigalith. Of course there's a Gigalith here. It's gonna have Sturdy, and that really annoys me. It's just Earthquake right away. We get a really good heal off of this. Even if your Earthquakes me back, I should do it. God, Sturdy's such an annoying ability. Just die. All you're doing is delaying the inevitable. Alright, there's his own Earthquake. It's non-stab, so we best remember that. Come on, Velvet, you can take this. There we go. Alright, thanks to the Shovel, I can help us get our HP back depending on what else he has. Do not have any more Starymons, that's just annoying. Again, that's easy. Alright, we're gonna get a nice big heal out of that one. Retribution, and now Velvet is level 85. Alright, they got their own Escadrille. Thankfully mine is superior. Goodbye. Alright, and finally a Snorlax. Alright, plus 2 Earthquake should still one-shot a Snorlax. You may have high HP, but your low defense kind of cripples you a bit. And goodbye to you. Oh, you're pretty good. Oh, that being said. I'll heal it just a little bit. Might as well use some of these fresh waters. Seems got a few holes in it. I use the fresh water those guys have always been giving us in the gyms. Always drink your water, people. Screw it, it's very good for you. Alright, let's keep it moving. Our repel effect wore off and it was just in my bag. Alright, nothing over here. I think we'll just keep going around until we've fought enough trainers. Because I'm pretty sure this place is just an endless labyrinth anyways. No legendary Pokemon here, though that would be really cool if there were. The thing about this cave, spoiler alert, it kind of closes down in the sequel. Gets a cave in or whatever. Also max it with Ether, not that it matters too much. And what item is this? A timer ball. Alright, that could become useful. Alright, we have another Heroine over here. And a star piece. Nice. Alright, before we fight that veteran trainer sitting over there. Alright, there's nothing at that rock. Let's see if there's anything cool over here. Another repel. Alright, this cave doesn't go on for as long as I thought. We're gonna go over to Abundant Shrine like we did in a previous episode. Hey, rare candy. Definitely makes up for the one I accidentally used in the last episode. A protein as well. Let me give that to good old Gyarados. Allow her to hit just a little bit harder. And while we're in it too, one ether for Velvet over here. Since we're about to fight that veteran, that's probably gonna have a lot of Pokemon. There we go. Oh, no effect. Already have max EVs there, eh? Good to know. were too many EVs there. Alright, what do we have here? TM71 Stone Edge. Very unreliable move, though. I'll say might teach stats in a Pika Nerd later on just to have some added coverage. But anyways, tell me, or please tell me what kind of Pokemon are by your side and share your happiness when you are happy. Alright, here we go. Our veteran Julia does have less Pokemon, but we're Madam. Riverdam's part bug type, right? Well, this one's the trash cloak form, so an easy flamethrower kills it. Anticipation, you're about to shudder, alright? Because I got fire with your name on it. Eat this. Tasty, aren't they? Cloister. Thankfully, Cloister has a really sucky special defense stat, as well as sucky HP. Like, what, base 50 HP to, like, 45 special defense? It's not taking this. Kind of tell how fast its HP is going down, too. The more HP a Pokemon has, the slower their HP tends to go down. The less HP they have, the faster it tends to go down. Leave Annie. Another quad weak bug type, so a fire type move. There you go. And am I glad I run Flamethrower on Arietta. Good coverage. Never leave home without a little coverage, kiddos. And finally, I need Tails. Yeah, let's set up a little bit, and then I'm gonna crunch next turn. Fire Blast, and it missed. Even if it hit, it wouldn't have done that much. Yep, oh, and a burn. That sucks. Whatever, Dragon Pulse to end the day. I think Crunch would have killed anyways, but whatever. Wow, wonderful. I do remember back in elementary school I was having a lot of trouble with this cave. But again, it's because you wouldn't know about the difficulty spike that's coming, you know? Anyways, let me see if I have any full heals. I need to heal that I need a heal that heals me fully, I guess? I don't know. Alright, I got a few of them right over here. Get that burn out of here. I kind of wish when Flash would illuminate the entire area, not just this little circle. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still has its uses, but it just isn't as good. Alright, what is this? An oval stone. If I remember correctly, I believe this is used to evolve Happiny into Chansey. Nah, I don't need it. I do remember even finding a level 70 Basculin once in the water back in elementary school as well through a rippling water tile. But it's not like it's that useful, to be honest with you. It's a freaking Basculin at the end of the day, even if it was high level. Alright, what do we have over here? Under the bridge once again, we have a black belt powering up the power of fighting type moves by 20%. Don't find that useful, I'll be honest with you. Let's see if there's anything else down here. Nothing too useful here. Alright, is there anything cool over here? Repel, we're off. Alright, if we just end up seeing the same things, I'm just gonna exit out of here and we're gonna go over to Abundant Shrine next. I don't want to use the Steel Gem. There's a certain area that I used to grind all the time back in elementary school as well, but again, we'll bring that up in a later episode. I keep saying that because it's true. We're going to bring that up in a later episode. Hold up a second. Gotta get rid of a bot. We don't do that here. Anyways, let's keep going. Alright, I already got the hidden items earlier. I think that's all that we can get here, right? And there's an item there before. Go over this ledge. And we can go back up here. Let's see if there's anything else going on with this cave. If not, oh well. Well, there's that item sitting over there. We should go get that. Alright, max spell. Let's get Arietta healed a little bit. just to be safe. Better than safe, just to be safe. One sec, once again. Alright. I already fought that ish trainer. There's an item over here, let's go get that. Let's see what goodies we can get. A power point up. Don't think we're gonna need it, but still useful. Might as well see what that dust cloud is. And it's an S-Cat Riller. A very strong looking one as well. Not that strong, actually. I kinda wish the wild Pokemon were around level 16 or so. I mean, outside of fishing encounters or rippling water, we won't get something like that till X and Y. You can get encounters around level 60, I think, or was that not until the Gen 7 games? Ah, whatever, so at least off the top of my head. And a nugget was all we were waiting for. Anything else over here? No. Oh, doesn't seem to be anything else more useful in this cave. Alright, time to go. Alright, since we still have quite some time in this episode, let's go to Abundant Shrine next. Alright, we're gonna run through previous routes real quick as well. We did already get our Abundant Shrine encounter in a previous episode, so no need to worry about that. Alright, I'll just exit this. Here we are. Let's go to the Pokemon Center. I'm gonna go get Zavita out of the box. Now let's go do a few extra areas. I know where we'll be going in the next episode. Alright, put you back. Kinda wish there was a legendary Pokemon in that cave, but it's just there for some trainer battles and a few extra items. That's pretty much all it is. Kinda wish there was a bit more to it, but what can you do? Let's go. Instead of getting a whole fly Pokemon, I think it'd just be faster to do it this way. I could go up that waterfall and see what we have up here, but I might just, you know, now let's just do it. Why not? See what's cool up here. Really delayed water encounter. A useless Basculin. I always liked how Dragons cry in this game too. It's not as good in the 3DS games and in other games after the 3DS era. Definitely sounds more like a beast of some sort instead of just something that is coughing, I guess. Whatever. TM50 overheats. Too bad we don't have any strong special attack and fire types to really take advantage of that. Alright, nothing good over here. No hidden MA. Max revive for money. Alright, nothing cool over here. Good. A Vola baby. A Vola baby bitch. Let me stop it. I've always said the joke of a whiny Flabébé, but what about a whiny Volabai? Yeah, it doesn't work as well. That was worth seeing what was up there. I know there's another waterfall over here, but I think I'll just deal with that off screen. There's also a Pokemon outbreak at Route 4. Too bad we already had a Route 4 encounter, sadly. Alright, get on the bike. There were a few trainer fights that I skipped here too, but I'll probably just deal with those off screen as well. They're a bunch of unimportant trainers anyways, so doesn't really matter that much, no. Alright, this route I did a lot of grinding on as well off screen, but I kept running into things like Kakunas and Sunkerns and I got bored. I might as well fight this for a little extra experience, but yeah. Lacunosa Town. We're very close to where I want to go. And after this, I'm gonna put on another repel. Tangela. And this was another route I was doing a lot of grinding on as well, and a lot of Tangelis showed up. I repel once again. And with how many times the game doesn't ask you if you want to put on another repel, which again was added in Black and White 2, not this game. I don't know, I'm having a bit of an Mandela effect. I mentioned this earlier in the playthrough, but I could have sworn that was introduced in this game. Oh, you know what? Hold on. It's not the same guy. Where's the Men in Black dude? I want to see what item he'll give me. Treasure, what is it? An upgrade. If only I had a Porygon. Sadly, no. And even if I did have one, I don't have access to traits. I will keep saying that. Alright, if I remember correctly, the area I was looking for should be... No, it's on the next route. We are close to Black City anyways. Or in Daltown, then Black City. Which is a lot more lively during the summertime. Forgot to mention that, but that'll be important in a later episode. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, another max repel. I might need to buy even more of these off screen, but that's okay. What delicious item is this? An Ultra Ball. Why do I feel like that can be taken out of context? Ah, whatever. This will likely be the last time that I have to use Surf or a Waterfall in this playthrough, so enjoy it while it lasts. Once again, time to go back up here. Did we fight this guy before? Yeah, I did. Alright, now we're at our destination, the Abundant Shrine. This is where I come as with the Vulpix, though I don't plan on using her for the rest of this playthrough. And too bad Drab doesn't exist, so why don't we fight our first trainer over here, this guy over here. Let's compare whose Pokemon is stronger. They're mine. Or my Pokemon is stronger. No need to compare. This guy's got a whole team with a Caterpie. Probably has Bug Bite, and is Bug Bite really that big of a threat from a Caterpie of all things? Just to make sure. Bye-bye. I don't want to set up and then something dumb happens, you know? That'd be the most embarrassing thing, losing him on to a Caterpie of all things. Pineco. We're going over to the Pineco store. I bet there's a store in the Pokemon World strip called Pineco, you know, like Pine Corporation. Whatever. Oh, I forgot you had Sturdy. Gyro Ball. Well, you are much faster than me, but you also have a pretty low base stat total, so I'm not worried about that. I remember Pokemon like Jigglypuff for some reason can learn Gyro Ball. I mean, again, it's spherical, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But Jigglypuff is like no attack power and is not a skill type. It's not getting stabbed from that. Intimidating. Alright, you can't take a flamethrower. This is before Masquerain had a 20 power boost to its special attack as well. It had base 80 before Generation 7. Our Scolipede. Alright, that being said. Scolipede could, if I had one form of setup, that'd be nice, but Scolipede I have a feeling could survive an oncoming attack. So let's switch out Arietta to be safe. Our Doubler Edge. Ooh. We can take that. What is with all the crits? God damn, back off, man. Too many crits, dude. Alright, Ariota's now level 83. Look at that special attack stat, it's beautiful. Alright, and one more heat crash for the road. Goodbye. You won! Your Pokemon are awesome. Thanks. I'd say the same for you, but you used a frickin' Caterpie, so... I don't know about that one, Chase. Alright, Hypo Potion. Alright, do we still have a Repel on? Yes, we do. Let's get this item first. We'll raise our Fang. Used to evolve the Gligar into a Gliscor, which is pretty cool. Alright, there's a ledge over here we don't need. There's probably an item over there, but whatever. Let's fight this chick. I got tired of Pokemon battles with the same people, so I want to have a battle with you. Does that imply you're battling the same people in this area? Look at youngster we just beat. Anyways, last Mackie, or whatever the heck her name is, sends out a Burmy. Burmadam. Anyways, easy burn. That Sawsbucker. Could have Jump Kick, which worries me a little bit, but somebody levels higher and a Flamethrower should kill. Flamethrower was base 95 power for Generation 6, so we can definitely use that small increase for our entire advantage, which is working quite beautifully, as you can see. And Tangelica. Yep, female, I'm calling it Tangelica. Wow, surprising. The moves just and how it was great. Now, let's see if there's an item down there. So otherwise, why is this ledge here? Nope, this was kind of just a waste of space. Alright, let's just put out another repel. Alright, is this trainer standing this way for whatever reason? Yeah! Hey, don't sneak up on me like that. Yeah, you were turned around. That's your fault for being turned around like that. Poor C. Alright, here's Prime's setup material target. I really wish I got Nasty Paw in this game, but at least I can make good use of its attack boost as well. Crit once again. I'm seriously glad the lower crit rates in Generation 6. God, there's way too many crits happening. Ponyta. I always really liked Ponyta's old cry. Doesn't sound as good in later games. From XMI onwards, which was the game that changed a lot of older Pokemon's cries. Maybe because of the 3S's sound font or something, I don't know. And Sunburn. I'm trembling in my boots. I lost again. I'm a little bit sad. I guess I'm not strong enough to defeat him. I'm really sad now. Hey, Tiny Mushroom. Alright, anything cool over here? Nothing. Alright, once again going this way. Alright, fighting another youngster. This is our playground. Great Landorus, watch out for us. Yeah, you're gonna need the god of You're gonna need the Landorus to watch out for you against me. Even then, Landorus ain't gonna save you. Yanma. Alright, hit him with the flamethrower. Ladybug. Said it before and I said it again, Lydia needs an evolution. Give it one. Alright, and a Ninjask. Alright, just to be safe, because you could hit me with an Nexus or something with how fast you are, let's go and actually... Maybe let's hit you with an Intimidate. I think that's smarter. And Ice Fang I think should kill from this range. Get that attack lowered, you don't need that. And get predicted. That did Nathan. And I have a leftovers. Man, you did so little damage to me, you healed me. Full razor speed, it's not gonna matter. You just raise your speed even more? Why? Whatever. Why do both wild Pokemon and trainer Pokemon? Well, wild Pokemon makes sense, but trainer Pokemon I feel like they have some different moves, you know? They basically, for most trainers that is, they just go off of whatever their overall moveset is. Wow, your Pokemon looks like it's having fun. So yeah, whatever moves they have up to the level they happen to be at, that's what they're stuck with. And you can certainly use that to your advantage as well if you know the learn sets for that specific generation good enough. Or well enough. Hey, another rare candy. Use that for some late game grinding. Alright, there's something going on up here. Before I look into that, anything cool over here? It's definitely hidden on him up there, no way there isn't. Yep, tiny mushroom. Oh, whatever, little money. No wrong with that. The little amounts definitely add up. Double knock towel. Gotta knock the towel out of you. That made no sense. And just rock slide, get a little extra training in, why not? And I missed one of the knock towels. At least I hit the one that was higher level, so that's not bad. Knock Tower has pretty bad special attack of just offenses in general. Extra sensory, you can't hit me with that. Take this crunch to the face. I always love having a levitate and or flying type next to a powerful ground type like Escadrille. Earthquake plus another really powerful move, even in triple battles. Have Escadrille in the middle, and then say Tornadus and Dragon on the other side. Two very strong special attackers that I can hit across the screen. And then just Earthquake and you pretty much just win. Also, if you need another spread move against a flying type, yeah, Murkrow. Just toss a Rock Slide at him. But anyways, a Murkrow... And I literally do a Dragon Dance. A Deep Pulse. And this was the generation where I got Prankster. Speaking of that, actually, I remember, y'all remember in one of the previous episodes where I mentioned looking up old battle videos on the Versus recorder? Well, I remember seeing this one time, because at the time, again, I was in elementary school, I didn't know about hidden abilities. I remember seeing this guy who used a Honchkrow and it had Moxie, and I knew, and again, that old Diamond and Pearl guidebook that I used to have said nothing about it having that ability, which I know that ability didn't exist in Generation 5, or in Generation 4, but still. I didn't know about, like, Dream World abilities and stuff at the time, which I was wondering why it had Moxie. I thought it was hacked at first, but no, that wasn't the case. Are you hiding behind me, you little pansy? If you wreck Great Landorus's little shrine, it'll cause a bad storm. That's not true. Wrong, it won't have Sandseer Storm until Generation 8. The Pokemon that brings bad windstorms is a different Pokemon. No, silly, you got it wrong. Why are you two hiding around me? This is a shrine for Great Landorus. It punished a Pokemon that did a bad thing. If you wreck the shrine, it can't punish that stormy Pokemon if it comes back. But that doesn't make any sense. If a Pokemon does a bad thing, Great Landorus will come to help us, whether it has a shrine or not. You're the silly one. No, you're silly. Hey, wait. This little shrine is dedicated to a Pokemon called Landorus. Yeah, I should know as a competitive player. They say that when Landorus and Thundurus were whipping up storms that damaged houses and fields all over the Unova region, Landorus made them stop. Discount Weather Trio? Alright. That's a story from way long ago, when my grandpa was a little boy. So, if Tornadus and Thundurus come here again, Great Landorus may come back. Too bad that there's no way for me to get Thundurus, sadly. That's what my grandpa told me. This is also very similar to Celebi Shrine and Ilex Forest in the Johto games, which I think is supposed to be a small throwback to that too. What did I run into, man? I don't want to run into this. I don't have time for this. Yeah, Slowpoke. It's only level 40. Big fan. Slowbro would be pretty sick. As I mentioned before, Slowpoke put in some work in some games. I mean, I know we're not playing a Johto game right now, but still. And once again, Max Repel. Definitely gonna find more of these off screen. Alright, CM92 Trick Room. For a nice speed control. Too bad I don't plan on using that, though. For the rest of this run. Right, there might be a hidden item over there. Let's go take a look. I mean, maybe I could try hacking in Thundurus or something just so we can get the Landorus encounter, but it doesn't matter. It's just better that we don't bother with that. Not all that in hacking anyway, since I am on an emulator after all. But anyways, let's just go look at this little shrine here, and then we should get out of here. I thought there was a hidden item there. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. Check one more thing, see if there's a hidden item on this side. Nope. Alright. It's just extra space, I guess. It's a small weathered shrine. And that's it. No descriptions, no nothing. Go on the sides of it. Nothing there. Whatevs. Oh well, big sad. Let's go. A decently small dungeonish fields area that doesn't really make much significance other than being the encounter area for big old Landorus. And this is before it had its Therian form, so it doesn't exist yet. Alright, let's get out of here. Honestly, we could have done this in a previous episode, but oh well. Kinda glad I didn't, though. Got some extra late game training. Well, that being said, why don't we go back to around Lacunosa Town. Either that, or instead of that, now let's go back to Castelia City. There's a certain battle there I want to do, and then we shall do in the next episode. Alright, I think I'll put on one more repel. This is just infuriating. Hey, Weasel. Too bad it's low leveled. I don't understand why the water encounters are so low leveled at this point in the game. It's honestly a little embarrassing for them. Masculine, I do not want to battle you. Yeah, let's put on one last repel. I'll probably forget that I even have it on in the next episode, but that's okay. And I'll go buy some more momentarily, because I'm going to need them for a later area. But this next area that I'm talking about, after this upcoming episode that I plan on doing, will probably be the last area that we'll worry about here. Actually, there's one more place I want to go, actually. Let's not go to Castelia City just yet. We're going to go to Striaton City for a split second. So let's get the Ulfazon out of the box. I'm going to see what nature that Lickitung has real fast. And it has serious, okay. Are you serious, man? Let's get a repel, I'll heal the Pokémon Center. There's a certain special encounter that can only be got on Fridays. And at the time we're recording this specific episode, it's a Friday, so let's take advantage of that while we can. I also really like the song in this town. But you know what's funny? In White version, if you go to the White Forest or White Tree Hollow, you actually get wild Pokemon instead of random battles instead. Which wild Pokemon would have been way better, again, provided you get there fast enough. You can get things like Mareep or Porygon or Ralts, like you get a lot of really good things. I think Riolu's another one. I think in that sense, White version is the superior version. Anyways, let's go. to the Dream Yard. I could have just backtracked, but oh well, we can do it all over again. It's fine. Alrighty, follow the strangers here, as you all saw in the previous episode. See, that's the encounter I was talking about. A good old Musharna. I think it's pretty low level, though. It's only like level 50, if I remember correctly. I remember running into this back in elementary school as well. Alright, no, just need to get onto the other side there. From here. I guess one last repel. Because frankly, I don't feel like running through all this. You know what? Actually, if we run into something, we can get a little last-minute training in. Why not? Venomolith. Alright, after this, we shall go back to Castelia City, like I mentioned. Just one battle, not bad at all. Alright, it's time to get to this here encounter. A Musharna. Nice little static encounter while we still can. Did I just... okay, really? Anyways. Musharna. Is this the Musharna we saw earlier in the game? I wonder. It probably is. Alright, Musharna, a psychic type. It's evolved seen earlier in the game. It's only level 50. So I don't think it has many moves that can touch Ariana. And let's use a Pokeball. I think this is also... wait, was that Gen 4 or this generation? That started the trend of being able to use the last Pokeball you used before. And you are mine. Nope. Okay. If that's how you want to play. Can't touch me with that. I don't really want to hit it with a flamethrower. Might accidentally end up killing it. Come on, stay in the ball. You can do it, I believe. Yes, come on. Defense curl? Okay. Will that truly help you, though? I wonder if this counts as a dark area. If it does, I might throw a Dusk Ball at it. I literally cannot weaken this thing. I mean, it's setting up all those defense calls might help, but even then. Lucky chance. Actually, that I could use that to my advantage to weaken you if you use enough defense curls. Come on, stay in the ball. No, if that's how you want to play. You can still put me to sleep though, which is slightly infuriating, but you know what, that's alright. Doesn't you look peaceful, sheepin'? Come on, 3. Yes. And in the ball. Yeah, there we go. Our Musharna caught. And it's male, so we shall name it after our male viewer. Our Musharna, the drowsing Pokemon. A psychic type. The mist emitting from their foreheads is packed with the dreams of people and Pokemon. And this version, this Generation 5 version of Hypno, by the way. Musharna is way better with your, at least when it has its eyes closed, than Hypno ever will be, but yeah. Alright, let's look at my viewer list once again. If everyone please bear with me for a second. Let's do Anthony underscore Pokemon. Or just Anthony underscore Poke, I guess. And as usual, I will use dash as an underscore instead. Underscore and then PO. I think that works. Or should I do PK? You know what, PK instead, not PO. Alright, there you go. Welcome to the team. Alright, that being said, once we exit, we're going back to Castelia City for the next episode. Let's use the Ulfazon to fly on over there. Let's heal for a split second. I'll get Tornadus out of the box. Or Zabita out of the box, excuse me. And I guess while we're here, I'm going to buy just a few more Max Repels as well. And I might as well buy a few Ultra Balls for the next episode too. We're going to need them. Oh, the following episode after that, I mean. Alright, I might as well see what nature our new Musharna has. Impish, that kinda sucks for it. And I'm gonna put Evolsive on the front. And that shall do it. Alright, let's go. Alright, and this here building right over here, if you read the sign, it says Game Freak Headquarters, which is pretty cool. There's a really trainer battle we can do over here. So why don't we save, because you know what they say, it's good to keep record, and that will be it for this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. Hey, we saw a lot of new Pokemon today. Not that it matters too much, to be honest with you. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed this edition of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. I would have been to see stream now on YouTube, and that bell button for more. What's your favorite post-game cave in a Pokemon game and why? Let us know in the comments below. And consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses such as an ad-free experience. Anyways, that being said, thank you all for watching and have a berry-fit day.